Hey, welcome to Capital Advantage Tutoring's live Q&A. And a nice rainy Tuesday night. Look at this, Robin, Ashley, we're all on here. I love it. Okay. So hope everyone's doing well. It's a crappy day. It's supposed to be crappy for the next few more days, but I don't care because I'm heading to Florida in a few days. So it just ended up just be muggy and hot instead of rainy and muggy. If you want to help with the SIE exam, remember all exams. If you want help with the SIE exam, the Series 6, the Series 65, the 66, the 7, 24, 59, there's no 59, 57, and 24. Maybe even the 79. Boom. Zach, how are we feeling? Tammy, how are you? Okay. I'll try to get a bunch of people email me questions. I'll try to get through as many as I can when we go through here. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well. If you need free stuff, Allie, how are you? Boom, Facebook user. That's awesome. It's sweet. I don't know. Here's a question. So this will help me. Facebook user, are you coming in through my channel and on the Facebook on the group chat, or are you coming through my page? That'll tell me which ones don't have the names on them. But Dave A, how we doing? How's everyone doing? Tiara, most simple. Okay. Most simple. You're in great shape. You're probably in great shape. Okay. So a couple of things. Let me do some cleanup stuff, right? So, like I said, I don't do the whole what was on the exam because in reality, we all know what's going to be on there. Teresa, boom. Okay, that's awesome. Boom. Okay, boom. Okay, got it, Ramina. Okay, got it. Sean, what are we doing? Okay, hold on 1 second. The camera's gone. Okay, here we go. Now. Okay. Okay. Darian Carrington. Last name is my daughter. First name. That's my daughter's first name. Okay. Boom. Jacob Stutzel. Boom. No, Allie, you're in good shape. You're in good shape. That's awesome. Okay. Now, a couple of things. If you want free stuff, we have a lot of free stuff. There's a Facebook. So I changed the name to make it easier to find, right? So if you go to FINRA Exam Prep with help from Capital Advantage Tutoring, this way you know it's my group. You go in there, you join there on Facebook, even though I know Facebook's only for the cool kids. Okay. Yeah, Robin, I know that I'm telling you my options are better than theirs. Okay. I'm just telling you. Okay. So the allergies are coming back one of these days. And the problem is, here's the problem. I know that Cindy always tells me to get the Zyrtec, and I do. What happens when I do the Zyrtec? I can't sleep at night, and I fall asleep during the day because it's 24 hours. Free stuff. Facebook. We have I Can Tutor. Here's the website for that. Series7exam.org. If you want to do that, I'm pretty busy, but I can always try to find time. I teach pretty much 12 hours a day, every day, except for the day I'm flying in July 4th. Don't book me then. On top of that, okay, we have the Facebook group. We have, if I'm too expensive, which I am, I'm pretty expensive, but I'm greedy. You got Michael Weiss over at Series7examtutor.com. Check him out. He's pretty good. He's really good at the 65 and 66. That he has a CFA. He understands that stuff. I know it enough to teach it and make you do it, but I know, but he knows it like deep dive. Like he corrects me, and I'm like, yeah, it's okay, it's fine. Because he wants it. He knows the way it really works. So okay. K-shares, I can do that. Okay, so now hardly testable, but we're there. So now into this. So if you guys need, I do crash courses for everything. I do them all. That's literally, I teach this one-on-one. Okay. Michael Weiss. Go check out Michael Weiss at oh, there you go. Okay. You're gonna love him. Okay. He's at Series7examtutor.com, and he's about half the price of me. Except for on weekends, and he's more. Okay, back to this. So great resource. Okay, if you use Achievable, they're awesome. Okay, say you have to buy your own stuff for the SIE. There's no one better. Tiffany, and I know I'm going to be rubbing my nose all the time because it is just I want to rip it off. And he has a discount link for Kaplan too, which is pretty good. Cindy, how are you? So now, so if you reach out to him, he has a discount link for Kaplan too, so which is great. Ivy, how are you? You're on early, which is awesome. Okay. So kind of the deal here is that if you guys want like good resources, Achievable, I swear to God, they have a way to do it. Boom, you're moving up. See, Robin, that's awesome. Way to do that. Okay. Again, there's times to be aggressive and then there's times to be cautious, right? And you just got to kind of feel the difference. So again, because you got achievable, I have a link in there, you get a discount. Boom. Okay. That's all. That's all you need. Is sometimes a week is all you need. Okay. Catherine, I agree. I don't disagree. Watching my videos will help you as a supplement. Remember, as a supplement, no videos replace reading. I swear to God. Okay. Now, also free resources. Go check out Brandon Rith. He's at Basic Wisdom. That's his YouTube. Okay. It's awesome stuff. The Achievable has some listed tutors also. Okay. They've got Chris, they got Brandon sometimes. Go check out Susie Rhodes on Past Masters. Okay. Zach, yeah, if you want to be in the mid 70s at least. Okay. Unless I'm capping in as low 70s is okay. So let me hit this. Okay. Also, don't forget my memberships, right? So the best bargain on Wall Street now. Every Sunday night, I have 3 hours of teaching, right? From 6 to 7, I do the 65, 66. From 7 to 8, I do the 7s at 7. I do the 7 from 7 to 8. And then from 8 to 9, I do options only. Only options. I won't talk about anything else, although someone suckered me into margin, a little bit of margin in the beginning. But there's a membership group. It's very cheap. You can watch the membership replays. It's like, oh, got it. Anur. Okay, I got it. I've seen your name a couple times. Okay. So the cheap one is like $6, $5 or $6 a month. You get the replays. Then we go up, you get the options. I think the options one, boom. Okay. I think my options ones are game changers. Now, the options ones are $20 a month. Then the other one is if you want to just do the meetings. Remember, every time you go up, I know I saw that. So every time you go up a membership, you get everything below it. So the $25 a month, you get the meetings plus the options videos plus the replays. And if you do the big one, the $50 a month, that's the options hour once a week plus the Series 7 plus no, not really, but you can just come on the 7 and we can talk about stuff. Okay. And then you get everything below it. And think about it. If you pay $50 a month for the options, you get 2 hours every week. Look at the math. It's like $7 a lesson, which is pretty freaking cheap. Okay. Okay. Yes, I can do all that. Of course I can, Billy. Okay, now. Okay. Okay, hold on. Somebody, Nikki, I want to get to you. Hold on. Boom. There we go. Anika nailed it. Boom, boom, boom. Loved it. She very nervous sometimes. I'm posting a lot of stuff, asking a lot of questions. Boom. Okay. Yeah, Zach, you definitely don't go back and change. Okay. Boom. So the advice, read the damn book. Now that you read the damn book. That's your best advice. Okay. I know arbitration is easy. We're gonna get there. Okay. Beezy baby, taking it. Okay. Okay, I think you're fine. So if you want to sign up for the membership stuff, remember this is all free. 90% of my stuff is free. If you're taking the 7, now if you're taking the SIE or the 63, don't pay for a thing. Everything on here is free. Don't worry about that. If you're taking the 7 or the 65 or 66, hit the join button. There's a button down there that says join. Just boom, hit it. Okay. Jessica, I have to catch up all the people. Boom. Okay. I have a video on it, but I can do a review. Okay. Nerds, Jessica. That's awesome. Boom. Oh, okay. Kaplan's fine. I would listen. I love Achievable. So if you really like them the first time, go back with them. Okay. Boom. Okay. Emily. Boom. I'm glad it's helping. I'm so okay. So that's awesome, Jessica. I love it. So many people nailing this test. It's great. The goal is to put me out of business. That's the goal. Okay. Okay. We'll work on that execution. Now let me get some stuff. Okay. That's funny. Boom. Ashley, that's awesome. I love it. Wow, really? Interesting. I didn't know who is the teacher. Sometimes look, you get good. There's a couple good teachers. I didn't know this. Sometimes remember because you get a review and some guys are pretty full of themselves. But okay. Yes. Okay. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why that. It's supposed to be $49.99, but some people have to pay more. I don't know. So you know what you do? I'm telling you what's interesting. Go to Twitter. If you have Twitter, go to the YouTube support and Twitter. They actually monitor that. Go on YouTube and you ask. I've heard a couple of people say that, and it's very weird. It's still worth it, but go reach out to the YouTube support on Twitter. They answer. The one in the app and YouTube doesn't, but the one in Twitter answer, and you can tell them the account and ask them why and figure it out. Look, and if it reduces what you have to pay, that's awesome. Okay. I'm not about making money, but not ripping people off. Okay. Again, I'm so happy for, and you're, that's good. Okay. Tiara, we're gonna know this. You have so much time. Emily, I appreciate it. I do. I think my options is so different than everyone else's because everyone else uses a teacher. So whether you use like a free one or a paid one, you're all gonna get the same shit. Okay. Yes, Robin, you get the options and you get the 7 class. Yes. Okay. So most simple, get the fuck off my live. Seriously, if you're taking a test tomorrow, you need to sleep. It's way more important than watching my rambling. Okay. So anyway, make sure. I'm just kidding. Make sure you watch my last minute SAE quick and dirty. But most importantly, get sleep. Okay. You need to get some sleep, and you need to make sure you are good with investment risks and what the registered rep can and can't do. Whoa, 64 people. That's might be the most I've ever had on here. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about this. What documents or what securities? I love this. Okay, this is for the SIE, the 7, everything. Okay, so I'm assuming you mean disclosure docs. Okay, so if you're registering with the SEC, you're going to use a prospectus. You do the preliminary during the registration period, like the 20-day cooling off period. Then again for Series 7, SIE, all this stuff. Then after it's effective, be easy. That's awesome. That's like almost not possible. 3 hours of sleep is usually not enough. So then after it's effective, we do the final prospectus, which has to be delivered at or prior to the closing. Okay. When it's closed, Luana Field, I got to do this. I got to jump away from you, Zach, for a minute. Boom. I'm not awesome. You're awesome. Okay. I like STC. I love, okay. We'll talk about that. So it's capital gains, maybe, right? It depends, Julian. Okay. If you sell it for more than your accreted value, it's capital gains. I'll get to that. Okay. I do think Kaplan finals SAE are harder than the exam, Jason. Boom. So if you want a supplement, go get Achievable. Seriously, okay. Get back to him some finishes. Okay, okay. Zach, yeah, you want to be in mid-70s. Okay. Boy, I'm way behind now. I am 10 minutes behind. See if I can catch up. Okay. A lot of people talking to each other, which is awesome. I love that's the other thing. I'm trying to crowdsource their learning, right? So Sean, boom. Okay. Okay, that's right. They're getting harder. Yeah, he's usually very good. It's that's pretty funny. My name being thrown out during a Kaplan class, but gymnastics is usually pretty good. Maybe it's just a lot of people or something. Where are we? Okay, back to this now. If you deliver, thanks, Ashley. That's awesome. Okay, so now, if you have to deliver the prospectus, what you do is you have to deliver it by the completion of the trade, which is settlement. Okay. Now, moving forward, if it's a Reg D, you do a private placement memorandum. If it's a Reg A, you do an offering circular. They're like the same thing. That's their version of it. If it's a muni, you do the official statement. Okay. If you do a muni, it's official statement. And actually, they don't have to write one, but if they do, it has to be delivered to everyone. Those are the offering documents. Okay. Ramina, I'm glad you found me too. We're gonna get this. 2 weeks, you have a lot of time. Okay. Hi, that's funny. No, don't even bring the materials to the place. Do not do that. You're gonna get in trouble. Oh, Teresa, I think I said it. That's awesome. Boom. Okay. John, I think they can go through, but I don't think they're good enough. Okay. That's right. A week. John, I don't think I think they can get you through, but you really got to own everything in it. They're not strong enough. Okay. Got it. So now I know that it's a group chat. Okay, perfect. Okay. So how do we feel? So you do okay. From today to Saturday. Okay, so you're going to take tests every morning. At whatever time you're taking the test, try to match it. But then the day before, so Friday, okay? Zach, smoke weed, go get laid, something. Okay. Now, massage, pay for it. Sometimes paying for it's better, right? Okay. So now, I'm just kidding. I'm not promoting that shit. So now, or am I? So I would say for the first 3 days, for now until Thursday, take tests, review them in detail, and then on Friday, don't do any exams. Just add knowledge. Watch videos. Read chapters. Go over. Remember, guys, anyone taking the 7, what's the one thing what is why I tell everyone? What did I tell everyone they have to read the night before the morning of? I want to see if you guys remember for the 7. Jacob Stutzel, thanks again. Okay. But John, if you're taking it, if you have more than a week or two to go get see if everyone remembers. Wendy nailed it. Okay. Yes. See, Mr. Carrington. Boom. See what I say? I'm telling you right now, it pays big dividends. No pun intended. Actually, pun intended. Okay. So Teresa maybe can help out, but okay. But yeah, I can touch that, Julian. Now, watch the video, read the chapter. Yeah, Wendy nailed it. Wendy nailed the 7. Her and the three musketeers nailed it. Okay. Boom. Audra, that's awesome. You're taking it soon. I know that you're going to be ready. Okay. Okay. No, I get that. Listen, I get that because it's easy for me, right? Think about it. Think about how easy this is for me. I just talk on the thing. I don't have to write it. I can talk and I can explain when I make a mistake. Writing the books is hard. Okay. Those books are hard. I know there's so many things, but the thing is, you pick them up. The whole point. Listen, let me explain something why I tell everyone to read customer accounts. Because what's going to happen is they're easy. Okay, there's easy things. Okay. Oh, Wendy, I think that does help too. That whole playlist at 24 hours before the 7 playlist is good. Okay. Now, I do appreciate most, but what I'm saying is that the reason I tell everyone to read customer accounts the day before the morning of is because it's easy stuff and it's like low hanging fruit. And you don't want to be in there and go, oh my God, I knew what that was 4 weeks ago. You don't want it to be 3-4 weeks ago that you knew that you're like, oh my God, I don't know what it is. So you want to make sure that that you are aware of the stuff is like floating around your head recently. That's why I say to do it. I stutter a lot. Okay. Guys, also, if you like what I'm doing, hit a like, hit a share this shit to people and subscribe if you haven't. But anyone who comments has to be a subscriber. So all you who can't subscribe to it, just hit the subscribe button, join in, become a part of the crowd. Okay. That's why now my new thing is crowdsourcing your studying because I love the study groups. I love everyone doing these study groups. It's awesome. Okay. I'm telling you, it's suitability, no math. Okay. Joshua, boom. I love that. Awesome. Thank you, Josh. I love it. Okay, so you're taking on Sunday. Best thing to do is take a lot of quizzes, take a lot of tests up until the day of, and then on Sunday, just add knowledge and get done around 6 o'clock, and do whatever you have to get relaxed. Okay, okay. See, Darian, everyone helps each other out. Okay. Luana, go on the Facebook group. There's always people doing it. I think there are people meeting on the Zoom groups that I have on my website. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have mentioned it, right? So it's a little thing. It's not big. It shows up in the test, but not so much in the vendors, but not so much in the test. If I remember right, I think I did a video on it. I'll try to remember. Okay. Yes, I'm telling you. So anyone who's looking at the Zooms, some people what they do is they just leave it on all day and people pop in. So if you go on my website, series7exam.org, okay. If series7exam.org, if you go in there, there's free Zoom links. There's one for the 7, the SIE, and the 65, 66. Click on it, let it ride. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Boom. Ivy, when do you guys meet? And this way you don't have to find your own Zoom. You just go on there. Okay. There you go. So Audra, so John, not John, who's the one who wanted it? Whoever said they wanted a Zoom group, they're meeting at 9:30. When this is over, they're meeting. Okay. 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 Yeah, I do a lot of people. I do a lot of crash course stuff with people. Like I'll do a last minute 2-hour Zoom for people. Okay. So let's get to K shares where they are. Okay, K shares. Okay, so let's think about this here. K shares are literally just preferreds that have a fixed rate and then they go floating. That's it. They have a fixed rate for a number of years and then they become a floating, like a variable rate. Boom. There you go. Look at that. See, everyone who's in the Zoom groups, pay attention to the chat. So K shares are fixed rate and then they float. They are variable rate depending on the rates. Okay. Boom. Karen, that's awesome. That's great. Is that unachievable or? Luana, I have a video on that. Luana, I have a video on the dump sheet. I have a cheat sheet video. Hold on. Okay. Interest income. Okay. Again, I apologize. I'm going to rip my nose off. So, that's awesome. That's great. See, it's amazing how just you guys hold each other accountable and push each other up, 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 up. Okay. Now, again, if you want to do the Zoom groups, okay, if you want to do the Zoom groups, go let's make sure. I'm not sure about that person. I'm trying to keep the scammers out of the Zoom groups. Okay, got it. Okay. So the Zoom groups, you go just go onto my website, hit the Zoom thing for whatever test you're taking, and kind of leave it on and see people come in. Okay. But Ivy and them are going. They go in they go in like twice a day and something like that. I think Ivy or somebody else just leaves it open to see if anyone joins in. Okay, now interest is taxed at ordinary income. So remember, there are only three things that are capital gains. Guys, remember this. Write this shit down. There are only three things that are capital gains: a buy and a sell. Actually, have to both the buy and the sell. Option expiration. That's a gain or loss, and a mutual fund distribution of capital gains. That's the annual distribution. That is the only thing there is. Those are the only three things that are capital gains. Everything else is ordinary income. That should help. And remember, retirement accounts are always ordinary income. Always. Okay. 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 There you go, Jackie. Very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. That's true. Luana, Achievable has a good one. But if I have one on my YouTube. I think it's called the Series 7 exam dump sheet. I said, okay. Oh my God. I thought I just closed. Okay. Okay. Watch my Series 66 playlist. Go over. Keep watching notes. If you have just keep taking tests and reading. Make sure you get the regs down. Oh, listen to me. And I'm telling you right now in the 66, don't worry about this. Okay. It's okay. Remember, the questions don't look anything like it. I think I do an exam online. Maybe give that a shot. But make sure you get the investment vehicles down. Okay. I can't stress that enough. Get the investment vehicles down. They're going to be big. Okay. Is Achievable the only vendor you have? And if it is, it's fine. I'm just trying to figure out if you have other ones. Okay. Ah, Sean, great question. Like they're not in the beginning, but they are. Okay. So let me hit that quick. Interest is taxed at ordinary income all the time. Any kind of dividend, okay? 15 or 20. Facebook user cap gains is always 15 or 20 max. Um, Not 37, that's ordinary income. So interest is taxed at ordinary income all the time. Preferreds, any kind of dividend is taxed at a lower rate, meaning that your first one is probably at ordinary income. But then it becomes a qualified dividend. Okay. A qualified dividend is then taxed at, okay. Okay. There you go. Okay. Audrey, there you go. Look, anyone taking the 7, everyone's meeting on my Zoom link at 8:30 p.m. Okay. I always look, I'm a fan. If you're not, I'm always a fan of multiple vendors. So if you have Achievable, just go to Kappa and buy the Q Bank. Michael Weiss has a discount somewhere. I'll try to get it. But he has a not tonight. He has a discount. You get like it's like 65 bucks. And then you get new questions. I love and the problem is I would say, oh, buy Kaplan and then buy Achievable questions, but they don't sell questions. So buy the Achievable, they teach it better than anyone else, and then buy the Kaplan Q Bank. Again, I don't care what you use. I'm not even telling you to use my damn link. Use a different one. Okay. Now, you're good. Take your time. Okay. Again, the whole thing about dividends is that once you've held them for more than 60 days before and after the X day, they're taxed at a lower rate. Okay. They're taxed at the 15 to 20% rate versus that because they're trying to promote they're just rewarding you for long-term interest for getting profits, I guess. And it's also because they've already been taxed. Okay. Okay. Tiffany, how are you? I'll try to get to okay. Boom. It's amazing what that 1 week can do. Okay. That's awesome, BZ. I got that. It took me a while to see it. Okay. By the way, BZ, that was the 90s, not so much now. Okay. You want mid 70s. Okay. In a year. Okay. Don't change your answers. I tell everyone, don't change your answers unless it's punch you in the face wrong. Okay. That's what I tell everyone. Don't change your answers unless it's punch you in the face wrong. Okay. That's literally what to do. I'm 20 minutes behind. Let me catch up. Okay. Yes, I think the finals, the Kaplan ones are harder. I think they're more complicated. Okay. Again, Anika, I'm so happy for you. Okay. Mariah. Okay. Okay. So what are you taking next? So Mariah, so this you can fill up this time, okay? So there you go. I agree. I said use the Kappa Q Bank as a back. Okay. Yes, serial is one issue, multiple maturity. Series is multiple issues. Okay. So Mariah, if you have to take the other exams, take them during the if you are, and guys, the Zoom link is right on my website. So if you missed it 3 times, it's fine. You got so close. Don't worry about it. You're right there. Okay. Okay. I know that's so funny. There's a lot. It's actually that's why I say just put your name or initials in there. Okay. I have to figure out why that does that. If I went on the Facebook, I'd see it, but I'm not. I might have ADD, but I can't do that shit. Um, I would take the 7 or the 6 or the 63 or 65 during the period. If you do, because you can't study for 6 months. Okay. Oof. Yeah, I agree. 100% past perfect. Let me get back. I'll get to that. So, Jackie, you're right. Past perfect. I tell everyone it's like if I'm learning CPR, they teaching me the MCATs. Why? Yes, it's more difficult. I get it, but they're teaching me like 90% stuff I don't know. Okay. Now, Audra, are you guys meeting weekends too? Okay. Okay. No, there's dividend, capital gains rate and dividends are literally almost the same thing. They're not called the same thing, but they're the same numbers. Okay. Okay. So I would, since you have to wait 6 months, I would take the 6 or the 7 or whatever you're taking, and the 65, 63. Get that out of the way. Okay. That's the best thing to do while you're waiting. Okay. There's I think that's the best thing you can do. Okay. So get on there, start studying for that, and that'll help you for the SIE anyway. It really will. And if you're not doing that, okay, okay. If you're not going to do that, then don't study for 6 months. Take 3 months off. Take the summer off. September, give it a shot. Don't worry about it. Enjoy your summer for a little bit. Just enjoy your fucking life for a little bit. Okay. It's not 1940 or 1939. It's 1933. Okay. Because it's not an investment company. They try to trick you. Okay. Just join my 7th thing. We go over suitability. We do over questions. We do everything. Okay. I'll get to the REIT. Okay, hold on. I promise you I'll get to the REITs. Okay. Okay. Boom. Punch it. Yeah, exactly. If you're totally wrong, that's when you change it. Yeah, by the way, my 7 suitability videos are good for the 6. I should put them in there. Maybe I will. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me do this one. So now there's code of arbitration. So let's see. So easy one. So code of conduct is just how we treat each other. Okay. So now code of procedure is if you screw up. Think of this. Code of procedure, COP, the cops. If you screw up, the code of procedure is how they nail you. You go to the district business conduct committee. They decide that you're wrong. You appeal it. You go to the National Adjudicator Council, and then you work your way up to the courts. Okay, that you can appeal. Arbitration is if you or I dispute. Okay, so if you or I have a dispute, we go to arbitration. Okay, arbitration is for when two people have a dispute. So it's either a customer and an agent, a customer and a broker dealer, an agent and an agent and a broker dealer. So some people have disputes. Now you can't force someone to arbitration unless they sign the pre-dispute arbitration clause before um before it happened. Okay. If they didn't, then they can go to court. The arbitration goes like this. If it's under 100 grand, you can have one arbitrator. If it's under 50, you probably just mail this shit in. Because remember, the higher you go, the more money you have to pay. So if you're under 50 grand, you just mail this shit in. Okay. Execution, I will get to that, I promise. So now I do have videos on that though. So listen, a Fed covered advisor is registered with the SEC and a non-Fed covered is registered with the state. That's kind of it. Okay. It's not deeper than that. They try to make it more confusing. And remember, the state can't control the Fed covered advisors. Now, um, when you at arbitration, if it's under 100 grand, it's one arbitrator. If it's over 100 grand, then it's 3 arbitrators. If it's a human being involved, it has to. So there's 2 types of arbitrators: industry and public. Public are people who don't work for the industry. Industry, obviously, are people who work in the business. Like once you're in the business for 20 years, you can never be a public, even if you leave. So I'm tainted. I've been in the business for 30 something years. So even if I left the business, I could only be an industry arbitrator. I would never do it. It's such a pain. So what happens is you state your case in front of them and they make a decision and then it's binding, not appealable. Remember, arbitrations are not appealable. But what they try to do is send you to mediation ahead of time. Mediation is where you sit in a room with a different arbitrator and he's not making a decision. He's just a referee. Make sure you don't kill each other. Okay. So if you come up with a deal, you sign it, it saves you money, and that's what you try to do. That's arbitration and mediation. Arbitration is you meet in front of them, you put your case, they make a decision, it's non appealable. Mediation is what you try to do before that. It saves some money and time. And that's just you sit in a room and you make a decision. And you guys can walk away from that anytime you want. Boom. Okay. Anika, just read the book. Okay. There you go. I love it. Okay. Ivy, you're the best. Okay. Um, you're in good shape. Take your time. Remember, read every word. Okay. I'm telling you right now, BZ, make sure you read every word. Okay. Okay, Mandy, I think you're in good shape. And remember, because you're good on the options, right? We've done that in the class. You're good on the options. Okay. So remember, on Kaplan, your margin and option scores will pull your score down, but on the test, they'll actually increase it. Okay. They're not factored at all. Okay. So it does not help. So Juan, they're called pre-test questions, and they're questions on rules that are not in the test yet. So then once enough people get them right, they put them in. They do not count for or against you at all. Okay. Perfect. If you can't force someone to arbitration unless they find they are pre-dispute arbitration clause already. Okay. Becky, don't do anything. Don't everything you need. You don't have to pay for a thing. Okay. So for Becky, save your money. You don't have to do anything. There's nothing. The subscriptions it costs you money. Okay. Good to know. Fidelity and UBS are hiring. Okay. While you're apply while you're doing. Okay. Mandy, that's very smart. XJ, yes. Apply while you're doing it. It could take months to get through. So do it then. Okay. Okay. So I'm catching up. So I'm still 20 minutes behind. So pre-refunding. So refunding is when interest rates drop. Okay. When interest rates drop, I do have a video on it, but when interest rates drop, the issuer will buy back the bonds. And that's refunding. It's like a refinance. But what if the bond is not callable now or not callable yet? Okay. So it's not callable now or it's not callable yet. Okay. So what they do is they will issue a bond anyway at that lower rate. They will buy. Then what they do, they have all this money from issuing the bond. They will buy treasuries. Not Jason, not for your first. If you're taking this test tomorrow, yes, 62 low. Um, and then they will take that money from issuing the bond and buy treasuries. And the interest from the treasuries, which are safe, will pay the interest on the older bonds. So you have a 5% bond that you'll say 500 a year for. Interest rates drop to 3. You issue a new bond at 3%. You pay 300 a year for that. You use the money from issuing that bond to buy treasuries that pay 5. So the interest from the treasuries that are paying 5 are paying what you owe on the old one, and boom, that's called defeasing the debt. Pre-refunding. Oh, that okay. Pre-refunding, advance refunding, defeasing the debt, and escrow to maturity. All boom. Okay. Okay. See, Robin, that's so stupid. Why they would do that? Okay. That is ridiculous that they would do that. Okay. Emily, I'm so happy. Okay. Okay. Fed covered advisor is one who's registered with the SEC. How do we know? They either have over 100 million under management where they can register, or over 110 where they have to register, or their funds. Okay. I'll try to find that, Charles. I see what I got. So, if I don't get to it tonight, I'll do it Thursday, as long as I'm not taking it Thursday. So, what was I talking about? Okay. So, or if their customers a mutual fund, they're federally covered. And that just means they do not have to register on the state level, they register on the federal level, or the SEC has made a rule about them and they're exempt from registering everywhere. Kind of like a private fund advisor or a venture capitalist fund technically is a federal covered advisor. They're exempt reporting advisor. They do not have to register. Boom. Okay. They do not have to register on the states as long as there's certain restrictions apply. Okay. Yeah, Michelle, I'm telling you, go out to Twitter on their YouTube on Twitter, and they answer. They really do. And tell them, listen, why does it say 49 and then I have to pay more? I don't know. If you're in another country, maybe I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. Oh, is that why? Because they charge more. Okay. So Michelle, that's great. Cancel it and do it through your web browser. I didn't know that. Thank you very much. Look, Wendy, you're like the smartest person I've ever met. Okay. Okay. Daniel, yeah, I would start moving the high pro. Really make sure you got the regs down and make Erica. Oh yeah, it's 9:00. That's why you're on here. Okay, I didn't know that, Wendy. That's good to know. That okay. So I'm not telling you not to do it, but just understand if you do my membership through Apple, so Apple takes a little $15 off the top. That's great. Okay, wonderful. I guess that's a 30%. That's why Achievable doesn't do an app. Now it's funny. Achievable. I was at the conference with them, and they never did an app because they're it's very cool that they're Show you. Their website is made for internet, made for the phone. Of course, there it's like I have to sign in, but that's basically what it is. So you don't need an app, and they don't have to pay 30% to Apple. Okay. I think Daniel, if you focus on if you invest on investment vehicles and regs, you'll be fine. Because the problem with Past Perfect is if you're scoring 70s on Past Perfect, remember the no math. Remember your math will go your scores will go up on anything that you're doing bad on math. Okay. Yeah, it's unbelievable how phone friendly it is. And I didn't realize how many of you guys are watching this on the phone. Okay. Okay, Luana. I think Ivy just posted it about 5-10 minutes ago. But if not, go to my website here, series7exam.org, Luana. Series7exam.org. Go in there and there should be a drop down that says Zoom links. Drop down and there should be a tab. I even have a link so you can click Zoom and then just type in the information. It's on my Audra, thanks. I appreciate it. You're giving Apple money. Apple should be paying me. Okay. Um, so does that make sense? Want to just go on my website and do that? Okay. Okay. OID you must secrete. Remember that OID you must secrete. We know that. Okay. Okay. There you go. They probably won't. The thing is, I don't think that YouTube will let you put it on here. They're pretty tight on that. Ivy just put it in there. If I get to it, I'll repost it, Luana. Now, OID is sold for profit. Okay, so here's the deal. OID you must secrete. If you sell it for, remember, if it's an OID muni, you hold it to maturity, you pay no taxes, right? An OID, if you have an OID, and don't worry, I know where I'm getting to your questions. Okay. It's funny. I really probably should be on Adderall, but I'm not. Okay. But that helps me do this because I can keep this going. See if we can get to 70 people. Come on, let's get to 70 people. Let's get to 100 people. Drive me nuts. Okay. Yeah, Sharp ratio is risk over reward. I'm not doing the math because you don't need it, but I'll work on it if I get to it. Now, because I'm still 25 minutes behind. So OID, if you have an OID, it OID, you must accrete. If you accrete and you sell it for more than the accreted amount, it's a capital gain. Remember that. OID, you must accrete. So if you accrete and it goes up, and then what happens is, okay, if you OID is an original issue discount, it's a zero coupon pretty much. And if it's an OID, you must accrete. Okay. So if you have an OID, you must accrete it every day, every year. Okay. And if you accrete that up means, and again, I have videos on this. If you sell it for more than the accretion amount, okay. If you sell it for more than the accreted amount, okay. Daniel, I think I just answered you. Hope you're on here for that. Okay. I literally just answered that. Were you somewhere else? Okay. I don't know. Often they can meet whenever. I don't do it. I don't know. And you can, John, just find someone else who's doing the SAE. Tell them you're going to jump on. You can meet every day. Okay. Again, so Daniel, yes, since you're down near the end, I'll repeat this. Okay. I know you did it 25 minutes ago, and that's why. Focus on regs and investment vehicles, and remember yes, I think that helps too, right? So and I'm doing that video tonight or tomorrow morning. If you sell it for more than the accreted amount, you pay taxes. Now back to this. No, Jay, it might be on there, but I think it's mostly on the 7 and the SIE. So again, oh, that's funny. So focus on regs and focus on investment vehicles. And don't sweat it, because if the math is holding you down on PP, you're fine. Okay. Yes, Kaplan, I think is harder. Okay. I think the harder you go up, the harder they are. Okay. OID stands for original issue discount. OID. Okay. No, you can't amortize because amortize is only for premiums. So here's what you remember. When you talk about boom, you definitely get up there, Carla. Remember this. If it's a discount, you accrete. If it's a premium, you amortize. The only two things that have to do something. If it's an OID, which is a zero coupon, you must accrete. And then on the premium side, only munis have to amortize. Corporates and treasuries don't. Just remember those two things. Okay. Suitability and customer accounts, my man, and munis. Suitability, customer accounts, and munis for the 7 in a couple of days. But make sure you read customer accounts last. Okay. Again, I gave you an idea. Go get a massage, get laid, something like that. Okay. Okay. See, I knew I'd get to it. Okay. So the SEC. Okay. Can you put it in here? Um. Oh, good, smart, good stuff. Okay. So a REIT registered after 33. They do their 1939 is for corporate bonds, 1940 is for investment companies. That's neither one of them. Okay. So the REIT is just a real estate investment trust. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, of course. Juan, don't sweat it. If you're in the mid 70s, you know enough to pass as long as you stay calm. Okay. So again, REITs are registered with the SEC only, not the 39 or 40. Okay. Okay. Trying to catch up. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, net revenue pledge versus gross revenue. Okay. So munis, when they pay out, right, they have to either pay gross revenue, where they pay gross revenue, they pay the debt, they pay the debt service bond to interest and principal before anything else. Okay. So they pay the debt service before anything else. Then they pay the operations and maintenance. Net revenue, okay. Net revenue, okay. Net revenue, they pay the debt, they pay the operations and maintenance first, then they pay the debt service. So gross revenue, the city or town pays the debt service first, and then they pay the operations and maintenance. And in net revenue, they pay the operation and maintenance first, and then the debt service. That's the difference. Okay. Okay. So same family is like Fidelity is a family. Vanguard's a family. T Row's a family. So if you got a large cap, if you switch from a large cap to a mid cap inside Fidelity, then that's considered in the same family and you will not pay a sales charge, but it is probably taxable. Remember, everything about a mutual fund is taxable. Remember, everything about a mutual fund is taxable. Josh, thank you very much. You're probably on sleep already. Okay. Luana, I hope you're picking up on this stuff. Okay. So I have video. So don't sweat it too much. There's only a couple questions. You still got a month to go. I have Pooja, how are you? I love that. Blast from the past. Was it last summer? Can't remember if it was the fall or the spring. I can't remember. So I have a convertible bond video that's really good. So if you look in the quick topics video, marginal is the top tax bracket. Top tax bracket is a marginal rate. That's the top tax bracket. Now that's your highest. Like if you have multiple tax brackets, the one you pay on your last dollar is your marginal. Whenever you do calculations, you use a marginal, not effective. Okay, now don't sweat the conversion stuff, but I have a video on it. It looks like it has like Santa in front of it. Look at my quick topic, scroll down to see convertible. I'm telling you, it'll help you. It's not hard on the exam. Okay. Remember that so many people are meeting after this, okay? On my Zoom link. So if you're taking the 7, jump on there. Okay, the balance sheet ones. What are the main ones to know? Hey, I'm only 25 minutes behind. I'm catching up. Usually right at the end, I start catching up because people get tired of waiting. Balance sheet, you got to know PE ratio. You got to know earnings per share. You should know the dividend payout ratio, at least what's in it. Okay. Those are the main ones. You have to know what's on the balance sheet, what's on the income statement. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'll get to that. AMT. Okay. I think everyone jumped on there. I told you. I think they had some good stuff. Everyone, look at that. The 66, they meet tomorrow and Thursday on my Zoom link at 1 p.m. Eastern. Good stuff, Tammy. I love it. I think you're in good stuff. Luana, I have a dump sheet video. Go find my dump sheet. It'll help. Okay. Oh, Mandy, you sent me no ID. Let's see. Okay. Is this the one you thought was wrong? I'll have to take a look at it. I can probably do a video on that maybe. Okay. If I get through this and I still have time, I'll do those email ones. I apologize. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Just keep reading it. I can't go over that here. Just keep reading it. You're going to be fine. Just keep reading it. Go over that. Go over it and over and over and do quizzes on it. That's the best way. Ivy, are you doing the study groups? Oh, that's the one you got wrong. Okay. Okay. There you go. That's a good base. Okay. That's right. Yeah, you won. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. So when cap gains, if it's long-term capital gains, then it's 15 or 20%. If it's short term, then it's going to be the ordinary income rate. Remember that. And what is long term? Over a year. Over a year is long term. Okay. Okay. I remember that at 9:30 after at 8:30. Okay. 8:30. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they meet at 8:30 and then they're doing 9:30 after mine, which is awesome. Okay. Yeah, if you're rich, the higher tax bracket. Boom. Okay. Let me look. I'll try to look at it. I'll look at it over the couple days, and then yes, I can do that. I actually just did, but I'll do it again. You were somewhere else, Erica, when I talked about that. Okay. And again, Facebook user, if you're using Past Perfect, yes, get Achievable as a supplement. Then boom. Okay. Here we go. I'm starting to catch up. I'm only 20 minutes behind. You cannot split commissions if you're unregistered. Remember that. Even if they didn't do work and you just want to see, sometimes people come in and go, look, I can't do this, let you do it, and we split commissions. As long as you're both equally registered. We're both registered where the customer is and where each other are. And we work for the same firm or an affiliated firm, we can split commissions and the customer needs to know. But yeah, if they're unregistered, you can't split commissions. You can throw them a finder's fee, and you can't even do that. You can't do anything. You can't pay them. Give them a bonus based on the firm, but that's about it. Okay, like I said, I think go check out my video on that. I swear to God, it'll help. The convertible stuff. It's not hard on the test. And again, the other way to do it is join my group. Okay, again, some of these are hard, right? Join my group, and we'll go over a bunch of convertible questions on Sunday night. Okay, I agree. Capital. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. There really is no. Yes, I do. It should be in the link here. If not, check my videos. I should have this link. If not, go on my Facebook group, the FINRA Exam Prep with help from Capital Advantage Tutoring. Right on one of the pinned posts, I have the link and I have a discount code. Go check them out. And that's another way to get into group. And I'm telling you, that whole group, it's like 4,500 people, and there's, I swear to God, there's 2,000 people active. I saw somebody question. I saw somebody, who is this Facebook user? Somebody asked a question, and an hour later, there was like 30 responses, which is awesome. Boom, I don't know who you are, but fucking A, that's awesome. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to this one. Oh, everyone who wants to do the study group for the 7th, boom. Boom, boom, boom. That's the code and the study group for them meeting at 9:30, and then they meet 8:30 every night. Join in. The bigger it is, the better. Okay. Again, so like I said, it's 1933. It's not 1940 or 39. Okay. Here we go. Now, okay. So it's literally the same thing. So if you hold a qualified dividend, this answers Erica's question too. Okay. I don't have a group. I have a link for it. So there's somebody else said they wanted to do that. Somebody else said they wanted to do the SAE study group. So comment on here and you guys talk back and forth and figure out a time to meet. And you just go on my website, just click the SAE Zoom group, and you're in. And you don't have to create your own Zoom group. You just go in. You can create a fake name and everything. Now, if you have what's the best way to do it? If you have a qualified dividend, what does that mean? That means you held the stock for 60 days before and after the X day. So then it's qualified. It'll now be taxed at the lower of the capital gains rate, the lower rate of a max of 15 or 20%. So it'll be taxed at the long-term capital gains rate. Okay. Now, by the way, Jacqueline, this is for every exam. If you're talking about this thing, this is for every exam. Okay. Now, if you hold it for less than 60 days, then you're going to pay ordinary income, which is 35, 39%. Okay. Now, if we have now, hold on, let me let everyone in. I'm trying to let as many people in as I can. Lori, Sonia, I gotta figure out whether I'm letting Sonia in. I don't know if she's a scammer or not. So they're kind of the same thing. It's the same rate. It's just different. It's called differently. Okay. See, I'm catching up. Okay. Jax, we got this. We got tomorrow. You're gonna nail that 63. My man Joe. So I helped out. Remember, non-federal covered means they have to register in the state. John Brown, there you go. So John and Jacqueline, figure out a time to meet and use my Zoom group. This way you don't have to create your own. Talk here to get it done. Boom, there you go. I agree. Customer counts, records, advertising, not going to hurt you. Okay. It is not. Okay. Reach or under 33. It is not an investment advisor. It is not an investment company. Jacqueline, I don't think there are any. They'll get rid of them. Okay. They can be. So I say they can be. So now, it's not under the 40 at all. Hear me, okay? The REIT sounds like an investment trust. It sounds like a UIT, but it's not. They try to trick you, okay? No, we'll get to it, Joe. So now, a REIT is its own thing. It is a security that's registered under the Act of 33. Yes, it has a lot of features like a mutual fund. Yes, it's a packaged product, and it has the word investment trust. It is not under the Act of 40. It also it kicks out 90% of its income, which sounds like a mutual fund, but it's not. Okay, so a REIT is its own freaking thing. Okay. None of them, the Caden, they're not. They're not near it. None of the vendors got really close. Okay. Yeah, they're easy points. Okay. XJ, I think you should start applying now and then get this SIE done. No, you can apply and then say you can always update your application and say I passed the exam. That's the way to do it. Okay. If you think you're taking the if you think you're gonna take the SIE in the next week or two, then yeah, maybe wait. But if not, boom, okay. Oh, there you go. So if John, are you on the Facebook group? If you're not in the Facebook group, go find her. Okay. John's not on, he's on YouTube. Go, John, join the Facebook group, the FINRA exam prep with help from Capital Advantage Tutoring, and then you can find her on there. Okay. She'll actually be commenting on the chat. So you should be able to see it. Okay. I think it's smart. Okay. Yes, I have a alpha beta video. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get into this. I think I have enough people that I'm gonna start having my son jump on, and he will just find videos for us. Okay. Oh, look how fast it happens. Boom. Here we go. Here's the alpha beta one. Boom. Boom. That's the link for the alpha beta calculation. It's very simple on the exam. Okay. 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 So a growth stock, they're different. There's a blue chip is like a very safe company. It's been around. It's like they pay dividends. They're you know what they are. They're pretty safe. They're not crazy. A growth stock is like a tech stock, high PE, low dividend. Like they're overpriced a little bit. See, look, Tiffany, I nailed it. I wasn't gonna skip you. So okay, so a growth stock is a high PE, maybe low earnings, right? So they probably reinvest all their dividends or profits back into the company, high risk, high reward. Okay. 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 I think Jax is taking the 63, Charlie. So okay. Now, blue chips are very safe, they're very conservative, they've been around for all. Okay. That fucking sucks. Maybe you can redo it. Okay. Okay. Oh, Johnny, you. Hey, by the way, let's pay it forward a little bit, then he'll help you. Johnny, what did you see on it? Okay. Okay. Carolyn, how are you? It's been forever. How are you doing? It's a long time. Okay. Maybe you can, Robin, maybe you can try to reapply with the right stuff. Okay. Okay. So good delivery is when you settle, right? So if you buy shares on Monday, they settle T+2, right? T+2. Okay. Now, again, I'm still 20 minutes behind. I don't know how that's happening. Okay. So now I can't catch up. I'll be on here till midnight. Good delivery is when I don't have a video on it. I should, but good delivery is like in lots of 100. First, it can't be mutilated. We know that, but lots of 100. And what I mean by that is that, if I'm going to do 400 shares, they have to come in lots of 100, like either 400 or 200 and 200 or 4 lots of 100. But if you button, I promise I get to. I haven't skipped it yet. Trust me. If you see me skip somebody who asked your question, I promise I'll get to it. Now, button, the difference between the bank secrets and AML, it's not going to, and Patriot Act for AML for the test is not a thing. A second. On one of them, at least. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Okay. So good delivery. Okay. It's again, the 63 is a timing test. I swear to God. Okay. The Facebook, John, the Facebook group again is FINRA Exam Prep with help from Capital Advantage Tutoring. Okay. 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 Now, good delivery. So if I say I'm going to do 400 chairs and I want to deliver odd lots, the odd lots have to add up to. The odd lots have to add up to. Okay. Have to add up to 100. So you could have, if you're going to do 200 chairs, you could do 4 lots of 50, 50 and 50 add up, but you can't do 5 lots of 40 because there's no way for 40 to add up to 100. So it has to add up to 100. So you can do a 70 and a 30 and a 70 and a 30, two 70s and two 30s, because you can mush them together and get 100. It can't be 200 or 300. So you can't do like, oh, I'm going to do 560s. There's no way to make them up to 100. They make 300, but they don't work. But you could do, if you're doing 300, you could do 650s. You could do 425s or a 60 and a 40, but you can't do a 70 and a 50. It doesn't work. That's, again, not super deep. Okay. 65, when you test on Monday, get the regs, get the investment vehicles down. That's the big thing. Okay. I'm surprised. I mean, there shouldn't be any math, hardly any math, maybe 1 or 2 questions and hardly any options. I mean, maybe it was 5 and it felt like a lot. Did you pass face? Okay. 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 I'm not going to do the calculation Sharpe ratio, but I want you to understand it is expected return minus the risk-free rate. Expected return minus the risk-free rate. Okay. And that's my risk premium divided by standard deviation, which is risk. Guys, this is only for the 65 and 66. Don't freak out if you go, what the hell is that? The Sharpe ratio is expected return minus a risk-free rate over standard deviation. What you really need to know is it's measuring, are you getting enough reward for the risk you're taking? That's what it's doing, okay? Are you getting enough reward for the risk you're taking? That's what it's for, okay? That is nuts. I've heard a bunch of people get you must have just got the bad luck thing. Some people have gotten like 5 stock split questions, which I get they could do, but you just got the butt kicker test. Okay. Daniel, I think we answered that. Okay. The Zoom so John and Jackie, you can try to figure this out, right? Okay. Again, we talked about you agree to no ID, but you don't advertise. Okay. Carla, we're moving up. I love it. It's moving up. That's awesome. Charlie, mutual funds. Oh no, customer accounts, suitability, and options. Make sure you go with the options. And taxes are big. I mean, they're not like every little like be an accountant, but you got to understand cost basis and proceeds. Mandy, I will take a look at it and try to answer it hopefully I'll do it by Sunday. Okay. Again, Pooja, I fucking love it. Okay. If you're in the high 70s, low 80s with Kaplan, but hell, if they're gonna pay you to study, do it. Okay. But it's very hard to get in the 90s. Look, literally, I won't get any wrong. If I get one wrong on the real exams, it's like just because I wasn't thinking, right? I'm probably best high 80s on Kaplan at best. Okay. Here's the deal. So there's 3 levels of communication. Communication. Okay. So if it's 25 or less people you're sending it to, it's retail, doesn't need to be pre-approved. Okay. It's all right. Everyone hates annuities, but I have good videos on them. They're not that bad. So if it's 25 or less people, you have to get it. You don't even have to get it pre-approved by the principal. You just send it out and it's going to get reviewed. If you send it to more than 25 people, I'll get to the whole thing. If you get it to more than 25, remember, more than 25 people, retail customers, then you have to get it pre-approved by a principal. But if you send it to only institutions, then you don't get it pre-approved, it's just reviewed. So correspondence, and institutional are treated the same way. They review them. That's why they review your emails. Like when you have emails, they grab like 5 or 10% of them and they review them and look for keywords and shit like that. Okay. Now, Daryl, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on here. You guys make me feel like I have friends. Okay, now, Jax, no, you give me a little bit too much credit. I helped you, but you give me too much credit. Now, as far as filing it with FINRA, so there's only certain things you have to file with FINRA. So the one you have to wear on the test is, and I always forget if it's before or after, mutual funds. You have to file with FINRA. Okay, you absolutely do. Okay, mutual funds you have to file with FINRA. The advertising. If it has self-created rankings or ratings, you must file it 10 days before you publish it. If it doesn't contain that, you have to submit it within 10 days of putting it. Okay, now, yes, I think so. Now, as far as options, DPPs, futures, and CMOs, you do have to file those with FINRA. You got to look it up. Okay, not all mutual funds, just the ones that have um, self-created rankings or ratings. CMOs, DPPs, options, and futures have to be filed with FINRA. You guys can look up if it's before or after. Okay. Probably not. There's so much overlap. No, actually, Brian's a nice guy. Reach out to him, see if he can switch it over. See, Brian's a pretty nice guy. So just reach out to him, see if you can switch it over. He usually will. Okay. Again, Pooja, marginal rate. Remember, marginal rate is the highest tax bracket. Okay. AMT is what the rich people have to pay. What they do is they take away your deductions. So if you have a limited partnership that takes what they call excessive deductions or preference item deductions, excessive or accelerated deductions, okay? Okay. They will the IRS will take away those deductions. That's what AMT does. It's not for poor people don't have to worry about it, but the more you make, the less they let you deduct. That's all. So I nailed that already. That's good. I have the achievable and okay. Yeah, there you go. B, I don't have to do it. You nailed it. And butter, I know your question is going to show up at some point. So I'm still 15 minutes behind. So yeah. So if you look in my thing, if you look here in my description, you should have a discount code and a link. If not, go to the Facebook group. It's a pinned thing. Okay. The non-qualified plan means that a lot of it comes that if the person leaves early, they might lose some of their money. And they can offer it to just certain people. They don't have to, they can discriminate who they offer it to. And the fact that if they leave earlier, they can lose their money. Okay. Jax, you're scoring well. We're gonna make sure that you walk in there super ready. The biggest thing about this, yeah, I agree, B. Achievo's the best for the SIE. It's more the timing and the reading than anything else. But you nailed the two big ones. Don't worry about this one. Okay. Very few in person. I think maybe Maggie Shine might do it in Oklahoma, and then there's a Japanese guy, Sakimoto or something like that, or Fujimoto. He does them in Colorado, I think, but that's about it. I should learn his name. Okay. Okay. Over the counter pink sheets. Okay. I'm not the Bank Secrecy and Patriot Act. Literally not a test. Okay. Now, let me go into this. Over the counter pink and SEC registered. Are they registered? They can be. The only place where something in trade in the U.S. that's not registered with SEC is on the pink sheets. They can be registered or not. So there's no like one rule for it. They may not be. Okay. Now. Okay. Now, couple things. Nakazuna. Is that what the name is? Thank you, Daryl. I can't remember. See, I remember. I'll forget that later. Also, guys, don't forget. I have other places. I'm on TikTok under Blue Collar Finance. I have a podcast for Blue Collar Finance, and then I have on Instagram on Series 7 Whisperer. Go check them out. Join them up. I do. You can find the more short stuff on there. I don't do the long. I do the short stuff there and here, but it's easier to find the shorty stuff. Now, back to this. So pink sheets can or may not be registered. They don't have to be. Okay. Okay. Now, if you're on the pink sheets, you may or may not be registered. If you want to register with the SEC, if you want to trade anywhere else, you have to. If you want to trade, they got rid of the bulletin boards. I want to say bulletin boards, but they got rid of them. But if again, bulletin boards or any kind of exchange, you have to be registered. The Bank Secrecy Act, Patriot Act, literally the same thing. Don't worry about it. It's not a testable point. The third thing, yes, everything's T+2 except for two things: treasuries and options. Okay, treasuries, you trade them; they're T+1. Okay, options, you trade them T+1. Okay. No, treasury seats pay at the end. They're just like strips. Now, T plus one. So index option. If you exercise an index option, you're getting cash, but it's T plus one. So remember, don't think it's cash settlement. You're getting cash, but you're getting a T plus one. Equity options are T plus two exercise. So if I have an option and I trade it, it's always T plus one. If it's an equity option and I exercise, it's T plus two. If it's an index option, I exercise, it's T plus one. Butter, I hope butter. I'm calling you butter. I hope it helped. Okay. They're not. Again, I say this all the time. Do not, I say this to everyone. Do not try to get a vendor that mirrors the exam. STC is sort of close in some ways, but not in others. So the goal is to learn as much as you can. Also, guys, I put out a video the other day. They did a study, find out if you guys stopped exercising because you're studying, go back. That's stupid. Go back to exercising. They found out if you have a good 20-minute or 30-minute cardio or workout, or even your cognizant, your ability to process problems and think goes up for almost 2 hours. That's a one-time thing. So, and if they said if you exercise once a week, it becomes more permanent. If you can exercise more and more, like even more, okay. If you can exercise a few times a week, past perfect is way too fucking deep. Um, they'll get you to pass, but they're too fucking deep. You'll see a much more permanent rise. There's some chemical. I keep saying it's endorphins, but who the fuck knows what it is? I don't know what I'm talking about. But they've done these studies that exercise. You figure so based on that, I should be the dumbest person in the world that I don't exercise. But because I don't exercise, I should be dumb. I guess I am. If you exercise every day and you study right after you exercise, you're going to see improvements. And again, what do I like people to do? Study in the morning. So maybe get up at 5, get up at 3 a.m. like Mark Wahlberg, work out for 2 hours, and then study for 2 hours, and then you're done. It's not crazy, right? It's not crazy. No? Okay. Okay. Yes. Button. There you go. Okay. You do not need to know all the line items in ADV. You have to know you have to know what it's for. You have to know when it's delivered. Okay. Um, Normally not, Stephen. What they do is they let it expire and then you open a new one. Your firm can ask, but the problem is if the window's down because of your fault, they're not going to extend it. They want that money. They're going to make you pay again. I nailed that one. I nailed that one. Again, Carolyn, I love this. Awesome. Right, long and low, baby, long and low. Long-term bonds move more than low coupon. Long-term bonds move more than medium or short, and then low coupon moves more than par premium, and zeros move the most. So remember, I'm doing this video. Remember, the lower the coupon, the deeper the discount, the more the bond will fluctuate. Remember that. The lower the coupon, the deeper the discount, the more the bond will fluctuate. Yes, pretty much all bonds trade over the counter. As far as we're concerned, there's a couple that trade on the exchange on the online part, and I think convertibles may. They still bonds trade over the counter. So there's OTC equity and OTC bonds. Okay. And the thing is, they got rid of bulletin boards, so it becomes a little mushy. Okay. I still think you did a lot of you did the work. Okay. Yes. So if you get Caden, if you have I tell everyone it's always get it. I should get a link for Kaplan, but I let Michael have the money. Um Boom. The zero more perfect. Zero is more volatile, 100%. Zeros are the most volatile. Remember that, especially long term, because they're nothing but interest. Variable annuities have no interest rate risk. Remember that. Zero most, and variable annuities don't have any. Variable rate demand obligations. Variable rate demand obligations. See, it's late. Variable rate demand obligations don't have any interest rate risk because they move. Yes, I'm always a big fan of multiple vendors, really. But don't do it like the day before, because that would just screw with you. Okay. Again, the Facebook group again, in case anyone else wants it, is FINRA exam prep with help from Capital Advantage Tutoring. This way you can find it on there. And then if you want to do the study group, I guess there's a study group after here. Maybe they went on already, but it's they all meet and it's free. Okay. Boom, there you go. That's what I'm saying. So this is normal, right? This is pretty normal. We see this stuff, okay? That it's pretty much we're all on the right. It's that's why I just asked for surprises now instead of what's on there. Okay. Daryl, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, watch them. And then if you need help with options, just join the options group. Okay, boom. Okay. Yeah. So B, you do if it has self-creating rankings and ratings. If it doesn't, you can do it within 10 days. Remember, mutual fund's the only one that moves. Okay. Button is awesome. You're in good shape. Yes. 100%. You're even asking questions that are more 7 questions. Okay. No, no, no. Variable. No, variable. Yes, that's true. Yes. True. I wasn't thinking that one. Yes, variable. True. Okay. Correspondence and institutional, Billy. Correspondence and institutional. Okay. Um, yeah, that's good. Motherfucker have to file 10 days before. No, I'm kidding. Okay. We did this one. I love Achievable for the essay. There's no one better. Treasury receipts pay at just like strips pay at maturity. Remember that. Treasury receipts pay at maturity. Past perfect. I think they're way too deep. Okay. I think you nailed it. If it's pink sheets, they may or may not have to. If they're just over, I have to figure that out. OTC, BXX, something like that. They usually have to be, but pink sheets are the only place. Okay. I caught up. I'm only 12 minutes behind. I caught up. That's awesome. So again, don't forget to check out. I help people to my website here, serious70exam.org. Go check out Michael Weiss at serious70examtutor.com. Check out Achievable. I have links here. They're awesome. Okay. No, they're not similar. I think they're harder. I think Notman stuff is harder. And I have a link for them. You can go get it. You can buy their stuff. Okay. Caden, if you're in the mid 70s on Kaplan, you're good. Okay. SDC Achievable and Notman is good. But if you just want to buy an ear, if you just want, I hope I'm saying it right. If I'm just gonna assume I am. So because I'm an idiot. If you want to just buy the Q Bank from someone, go to Kaplan because Notman doesn't sell the Q Bank only. They sell the whole program. So if you just want a Q Bank to test your questions, go get the Kaplan. But really, Achievable is enough for the SIE. But I always say get it. But the thing is, STC doesn't sell question banks, so you'd have to buy the whole program. So if you're going to get Achievable, use my link, get the discount, and then just buy the Kaplan Q Bank. Okay. Again, Caden, if you're in the mid 70s on Kaplan, you're good to go. Okay. Button Basher, you got it, guys. Another website to go after you pass. Okay. This website here is a group of people that it's all free, it's all volunteer. We're all just helping people out in the business. Like if you go to a place and you don't know, like if you don't know whether you want to go the IAR right or you want to learn how to start your own investment advisor, these guys are lawyers and stuff and everything that will help you. Not charge, not upselling you, nothing. I mean, if you want to hire them, that's great, but it's not. They're pretty much giving back to help. Okay, so FinPro Coalition, go in, sign up, join, and then put your email in there. You'll get every once a month. They try not to overdo it. You get a little thing, but if you ever need help, like, oh, like if you need someone to talk to that's not you're working for, that's what we're here. We created this coalition to help. No, correspondence is not pre-approved. Correspondence is not pre-approved. Button, yes, they do. I'll say that in a second. So check them out. I'm just saying. So now let me go to your stuff before I head out of here. Correspondence is reviewed after the fact, not pre-approved. The only thing, okay, that the only thing that might happen if you do advertising your first year of business, okay, first year of business is everything has to be all the advertising has to be filed with FINRA, the first year of business for a broker dealer. Okay. Yeah. So now for the SIE, Notman uses their own stuff. Okay. For everything after that, maybe the 79 too, but everything after that, I'm pretty sure they use Kaplan stuff, but they have their own supplemental exams too. They have their own stuff. Okay. Boom. Ian, that's awesome. Congrats. Okay. Notman's great. So if they use it for everything above the SIE, maybe not the 79, they use the Kaplan Q Bank, but they have their own diagnostics, their own green lights, their own suitability. They have supplements that they give you. They have good videos. They have really good teachers. Okay. Although I heard one wasn't so good. And Jim Nash usually I heard it was always good. Maybe he's sick or something. Okay. Okay. To me, I think the best one is Achievable. But then if you want to go that route, either it's STC, Achievable, or Notman. And if you don't want to pay for the whole Notman program, just do Kaplan Q Bank. Buy the Achievable and get the Kaplan Q Bank. I think 763 they're good. STC solid. So you can't go wrong with STC, Achievable, or Notman. Cool. Luana, there it is. It's same thing. Okay. Maybe Billy, that could be true. They remember that's always based. They could require them to do that, but that's not again the rules. It's just FINRA can say, listen, they can make you take the exam again. If you get in trouble, they can make you take the 24 again if they want. Okay. Okay. So I think I have a couple phone calls to make. Yeah, the only STC is fine. Okay. Here's the problem with STC, and I love them. Okay. If you take a lot of tests, you start running out. If you take a lot of tests, you start running out of stuff, and that's it. Okay. So let me go. Boom. You're in good. You're in great, Ian. That's awesome. Good scores. Okay. Everyone, I'm going to head out. I will see you all Thursday night. If you guys have questions, save them up. Mandy and them, I know you guys email me questions. I will handle them. Make sure I'll work on them, and I either do a video or shoot them out Thursday. Everyone, thank you for coming on. Again, Tuesday and Thursdays are my favorite night of the week. I love doing this. Okay. Yeah, I think they're too specific, but just like Kaplan. But again, sometimes that's a good mix to get like general and specific to really nail your stuff down. Okay. Everyone, good luck. Y'all be good. Wash your hands, and y'all have a good night. Boom. Everyone, have a good night. Tom, hey, there you are. Okay. Boom. Love it. Thank you, Anir. Thanks for some good questions. Button, thanks. Thank you for being patient. Mandy, everyone, we're all going to nail it. You guys taking the test tomorrow.